Today, I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Arnold of Soissons. Saint Arnold is also known as the patron saint of beer brewers in Belgium. He was born around 1040 in the small town of Tighem in Flanders, of what is now Belgium. When he was a child, Saint Arnold was very thoughtful, prayerful, and drawn to the quiet mysteries of God. When he grew old, he studied scriptures and philosophy. Eventually, he became a monk at the Abbey of Saint Médard at Soissons. He spent his first 3 years as a hermit. Later, the monk in the abbey appointed him as the new abbot. At first, he refused to accept the position because he only wanted a quiet life. So he tried to flee away, but according to his story, when he fled, a pack of wolves gathered around him and pushed him back to the monastery. This became his sign to accept the leadership and became a respected abbot for his wisdom and kindness. Around this time, the water in Belgium was not safe for drinking. This was because every river and wells were contaminated with human feces and waste. This led to some common diseases like malaria, cholera, typhoid, and other related illnesses. So, to protect the monks in the monastery from waterborne diseases, St. Arnold began brewing beer instead of having to drink water. This might sound strange today, but back then, beer was often the safest thing to drink. This was so because beer was made with boiled water, which killed all the bacteria, making it safe to drink in moderation. In fact, St. Arnold even helped save many lives because of his efforts of brewing beer and distributing it to the town, especially to poor people who can't afford it. He also encouraged brewing beer as a safer alternative, believing it could save lives during the epidemic. In fact, under his guidance, the abbey became famous for its clean, hearty beer, and its brew was seen not just as a drink, but as a medicine. Later, St. Arnold was made the Bishop of Soissons even though he didn't want the position, as he only wanted a simple, quiet life. But due to politics and corruption at that time, he eventually resigned and retired to a small monastery he established in Oudenburg. There he spent his final years brewing beer, praying, and serving the poor. Around 1087, St. Arnold passed away. After his death, devotion to his name started to grow, and later miracles happened through his intercession. In 1120, he was canonized by Pope Calixtus II and is venerated as the patron saint of brewers, and in Belgium, his feast day is celebrated every 14th of August. If you like stories like this, follow, like, and subscribe.